Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing tonight? I been talking to some friends and they talked to me about last week and what we talked about. And this week, I thought I'd talk about how we date and how do you love again after divorce, betrayal. Hey, Kelly. How do you get beyond that? We all have gone through some sort of betrayal, but how do you move beyond betrayal and live your life? So I started thinking that you have to sit down and evaluate what you're doing. A lot of the things that we do at work, that we're trained to do at work, can also help us at home and in our personal life. And how do you love again after someone has hurt you? It you got to get past that pain. And many times we don't even get through the pain and we go back out here and date. And before you go back out there, you gotta work on that pain. You gotta fix it. You gotta talk it out. You gotta let it be released before you're able to start your life over and meet new people and meet good people. So if anybody out there is dating or want to date after being hurt by someone that they loved, I would first recommend that you do a self-evaluation. And that's hard for a lot of us. What I would recommend first is writing down what you think you could have done better. Writing down how you could have improved in that situation. Writing down what you saw. Now this is a trick here. We love to say, he did this, he did that to me. But if you really think about it, what did you do? Now, I'm not talking about the situations of physical abuse. I'm not talking about that tonight. What I'm talking about is those vibes that you get that something is not right and you do it anyway. That's what I'm talking about. And you know there's somebody out there that has been in a relationship and you know that something wasn't right and you did it anyway. Ask yourself why you think you did it. You got to work out all of those issues. You have to ask yourself why. You have to ask yourself what did you do in the first place to be in a situation like that? So you have to start assessing what you did, how you did it in your personal life. The same things you kind of do at work. So after you do that, then you go back out there and date. And I'm not kidding you, that's when it hits. That's when you have a better tendency of meeting someone that you should be meeting, someone that you deserve to be meeting, because you've done some work on yourself. That is a hard job. It's going to be painful. You may have to hire a counselor. therapist, whatever you, a good friend that will tell you the truth, not a friend who appeases you. Because that's, to me, is not really the best kind of friend. A friend that will sit you down and say, hey, look, Tanya, you did this, and I don't think you should have, or I look at it this way, or I think you could have done it better if you did this. You need to have somebody in your life who will keep it straight to you. But I guarantee you, the moment you decide to have a self-check, examining yourself, you don't have to be a doctor to examine your heart. You know what you need to fix. I guarantee you'll start meeting better people in your life, and people that you can grow with, people that you can trust, people that you can depend on when you need to depend on them, and vice versa. How do you love again? Getting rid of that pain. That pain can hit you so hard when you meet new people. That in itself can hurt you. Just imagine you being with a person who is just as hurt and broken as you are. It goes nowhere, my friends. It goes nowhere very quickly, or it goes nowhere for a very long time. So my suggestions to you, hello everybody. Hello Jim. Hello Mina, Marshall. Hello there. You can love again after divorce. You can love again after betrayal. But like I said, please, please, please work from within. Work with what you know is broken. If we raise our hand and deal with who we know we are and deal with those shortcomings that we know we have, I guarantee you, I'm not kidding, please, just email me at iamstillarose@gmail.com and say, Tanya, you were right on point, because I guarantee you it will work. You will meet a person that respects you, cares about you, wants the best for you. But if we don't get rid of that pain that's within, we devalue ourselves. And we continue to devalue ourselves. And guess who we meet? Others that devalue themselves and devalue you more than you devalue yourself. And it's a trickle down, a domino effect. It doesn't stop. It just gets worse. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Tammy. It just gets worse. So what I recommend you do, what I recommend that you do is love yourself. And I'm not a therapist, like I said last week. I'm just telling you my secrets that have worked for me. And when my friends listen to me, it works for them also. It's a matter of taking care of us first. How you gonna love somebody else if you haven't taken care of yourself first? You gotta love yourself first. You have to nurture. You gotta nurture even your pain. I nurtured my pain for 2 years straight. And what I did was evaluate everything that I knew was wrong in my life. And I also evaluated in my life, my personal life, how I could have done things better. And I also chastised myself why I didn't listen to that voice. That inner voice told me when I was getting into a bad situation, but I chose to ignore it. Thank you, Tammy. I'm glad you're reading the book, and it's good so far. It's great so far. That's good. I'm glad you're liking it. Feel free to email me and ask any questions. So what I'm suggesting to you all tonight is date happy. Don't date as a chore. Don't date because you feel you're alone and you're bored. Do it for purpose. Enjoy your life. Have fun when you date. Women, stop bringing these people home that you don't know. Because if you don't tell your friend who's in your house, it could be a bad situation. Please be careful about that, because there are a lot of sick people out here, and you got to be protected. So I recommend also, while you're out there dating, to make sure your friends know who you're dating. But please be careful who you're bringing into your home, because your home is your humble abode, and everybody doesn't deserve to be in your home. Let daters earn that right. Let them earn that right to be in your home where you are fixing them dinner and so forth. Build up to that. But if you want a husband, the first thing you got to do, if you want a good husband, is take care of yourself first. And let, hey there, hey Rick, hey Walter, hey Lynn, Chris, hey Chris. I just want you all to understand that those of you who are still single, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes the right person is out there waiting for you, but it's something that you have to do before you even meet that person. And that's all I'm asking tonight, is for you to start doing some soul searching. Finding out what works best for you, what you need to deal with. You know you have some pain. Deal with it. Fix it. Talk to somebody who can help you fix it. It's as they say, fixable. You can do it. And most importantly, betrayal. Jesus was betrayed. So if Jesus was betrayed, why would you think you won't be betrayed? It's part of life to go through a hardship in order to get on the other side, to see why you went through that hardship. But you can't give up. You can't surrender. You can't say it's not going to happen for me, because it will happen for you in due time when it's supposed to. I feel in my heart, those that really want something, they can get it. And another thing, a vision board. I am 55 years old. And do you know I've had a vision board since I was in the first grade? And there's not one time that I didn't get what was on that vision board. Maybe not happening when I wanted to happen, but it never failed. It never failed me. And so when the Secret book came out, I was like, been there, done that. Been doing it since I was in the first grade. Sometimes you get sidetracked, you don't focus, and you get off track. But when I get back on track and I put that vision board here and in my heart and I pray about it, oh my goodness, the world then becomes mine, and it can become yours as well. Sisters, be careful about dating. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Please be careful and know what you want. Get rid of the pain. No more hardships. We're going to deal with them. Once it's over, it's over. Let it get out of your system. Do whatever you can to work it out so you won't take the baggage into the next relationship. Because it's not fair to that person. Not fair for that person to bring it to you, and it's not fair for you to bring it to that person. But you can do it. Remember what I said. You are beautiful. You are confident. You are that rose. You are whatever you want to be. And you got to keep a positive mind. Don't let anybody tell you you're not worth it. I don't care if you're 20 pounds to 250, 350. You are a rose. You're beautiful. You can have whatever you want to have, but you got to have it here first. Please clean it all up. Get all that negativity out of your system and watch that love just resonate. And if you love yourself, the person in your life is going to love you, because a person who loves themselves is not going to tolerate anybody in their lives who does not love them. It's not going to happen. But if you don't love yourself and you're messing around with somebody who does not love you, it's going to only get worse. It will only get worse because they won't respect you. So we have a lot of work to do, sisters. We can do it. We can do it together. And remember what I said. Hey, Michael, man. Hey, Danette. Hey, Nita. We can do it together. And sisters, last thing I want to say, please love on each other. We are all we got. And in numbers, we're strengthened. When we're divided, we will fall. Please look out for each other. And men, as we talked about last week, continue to be respectful of women. When you see them walking in the streets, just say hello. Open a door for them. Tell them you look nice today. It's okay. That's not sexual harassment. That's giving a kind, courteous compliment. And there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of women have been so broken down that they need to hear that sometimes. And a lot of them are very, very lonely. They go home to a lonely home right after work, and they don't see people again until they go back to work. And it's a lonely place to be. So be a little courteous of others, and particularly women. We got to work together, sisters and brothers. I love you. I'll see you next time. And remember, I am still a rose. You are still a rose. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hey, Ralph.